The Axo protocol may be launching sooner than we think on the Cardano MainNet, and in today's video, I want to break down an article that leads me to think that's the case. What is going on, Crypto Nation? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Fareed, and in today's video, I want to review an article that was just released related to the Axo Vaults, as well as an announcement surrounding the actual token generation event for the Axo token. Now, we've also got an official policy ID that we can actually use to also confirm that we're actually purchasing or interacting with the right tokens. If it's your first time hearing about Axo, they aim to be the world's most frictionless exchange and the next evolutionary step of TradFi and DeFi. Some of the benefits of this particular platform include its efficiency, its fairness, and the fact that it's non-custodial. Now that we have that out of the way, I'm going to jump over into this particular article here, which is again about the Axo token generation event and some updates around their vault. Starting from the very top, Axo has good news. The launch date is getting closer, and Axo has taken the first steps to unveil the protocol on the Cardano MainNet. So this is huge here. They have not announced a date just yet, but there's just been so many questions within the community, especially given that the team has been just kind of heads down working and not necessarily giving the community a particular target date. I do think that in the long run, this has worked out very well for them. Even though there's a lot of anticipation right now, it seems like they're able to actually get what they need to be done. And again, they will be launching on the mainnet very shortly. All 42 million Axo tokens have now been minted and are ready to be used. Now, the token is going to be divisible up to 9 decimal places so that the protocol can adapt as the project expands and incorporates the liquidity and volume of traditional finance players. Soon, users will be able to claim their airdrop from the new and improved Axo Vault. We're going to take a look at that here in just a second. Now, this app allows users to track, claim, and withdraw Axo tokens, as well as current and future NFTs. Now, if you guys are not already aware, I did also have a prior video related to the Mal the Trader NFT collection, which is essentially the mascot for the protocol, at least back when it was referred to as Maladex. If you guys want to find out more about that, check out the description down below. I'm going to leave the link to that video. Again, essentially walking you guys through how you can claim your NFTs if you are eligible. It's worth noting that no tokens will be available for trade before launch, and any claims to the contrary are fraudulent. Do not purchase tokens externally. So again, you guys, if you guys are looking to get your Axo tokens, or if you've even earned them rightfully through their ISPO, you will not be able to get access to those prior to the launch date. So if you guys hear about anybody who has early access to these tokens, more than likely it is going to be fraudulent or fake. The official Axo token policy ID is listed below, and I'll go ahead and also leave you guys this as well down in the description. Regarding the Axo token claim, prior to launch, the only place where Axo tokens will be available is going to be the Axo Vault. Now, once eligible, users can actually claim their allocation via identity verified wallets. And again, this goes back to the KYC portion that I mentioned earlier. If you do have some Axo tokens that you are eligible to claim, the only way that you can do that is after undergoing KYC. The tokens will be placed into a vesting script, and airdrop holders and private investors will then have 20% of allocated tokens available when the platform goes live, and the remainder of their holdings will vest linearly over the course of 12 months. So let's say that you've earned 100 of the Axo tokens, you'll be able to initially claim 20% or 20 of those tokens right away, and then you'll see the other 80 tokens vested over the course of 1 year. To better align developers' incentives with the long-term and well-being of the project, only 5% of the team's allocation will be made available at launch. So this really ensures that the team will not be able to dump essentially on all of the existing holders of the Axo token. And again, I think this just goes to show how much time and thought this team has put into their tokenomics, which I'll review in just a second. Axo's tokenomics will be managed on a trustless basis, and an unalterable vesting schedule will lock the tokens, and they'll be dispersed accordingly. So again, no members will have direct access to the tokens. There's not going to be anybody manually moving or providing tokens, right? This will all be managed using smart contracts, which ensure security and give the community peace. Axo will initially use the treasury allocation to enable market making and liquidity bonding strategies to attract transaction volumes to the platform. Similarly, Axo will use reward allocations to incentivize platform use by providing bonuses for certain actions. Now, they haven't actually mentioned what these types of actions are, but it looks like they will be setting aside some liquidity from the treasury to essentially bolster their market making, as well as attracting brand new customers or users to their platform. At launch, only up to 10% of the total Axo tokens can be available and in active circulation. The Axo protocol will lock the remainder under a vesting contract. So again, towards the initial launch, 10% of the allocation of the tokens will be available, essentially making sure that there's not too much liquidity out too early and providing users with the opportunity essentially to just kind of sell all their tokens right away. So here we can see that 20% of the 42 million tokens will be going to the development team. That's going to be this red section here, and that will actually be vesting over the course of 4 different years. We then have 25% or a quarter going towards the treasury, which again will be going to the bonus strategies as well as the market making once the actual DEX launches. And then we've got 45% for platform rewards. That looks like it's this big chunk right here. And then we've got a 5% going towards early adopters airdrop, and then 5% going towards their private sale. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, specifically about their tokenomics. I'm not a tokenomics expert, you guys. I am trying to do better to kind of get an idea as to what a good pair of tokenomics looks like, but that seems to be pretty fair to me there. In closing, when the Axo claim process goes live, there'll be some minor costs associated with actually claiming the airdrop. Again, you will have to undergo KYC. To activate the claim process, vesting script, you will need to send 35 ADA to a specified address. Now, while this does seem like a lot, don't worry, you do get the majority of it back. As the article continues to read, scripts on Cardano require funds to be locked in them to be deployed. 32 ADA generates and activates the script where the user's Axo tokens are then deposited. Once the vesting script finalizes and the tokens are claimed, 32 ADA will be returned back to the user, and the remaining 3 ADA are used to cover the network fee. So you're essentially really paying 3 ADA, not 35. You will get 32 of that back. As the Axo airdrop article mentioned, the Axo treasury will retrieve any tokens not withdrawn 6 months after the vesting period ends. So you have a total of 18 months from the actual launch of the protocol on the Cardano mainnet to essentially claim your tokens. If you do not claim your airdrop tokens, that will then be taken and moved over into the Axo treasury. In conclusion here, the Axo Vault is the first step towards allowing users to truly control every aspect of their finances and how it affects their lives. Every aspect of Axo is designed to optimize user sovereignty and enable them to exert their financial will. Now, as I mentioned before, there have been a lot of controversial announcements surrounding the Axo platform. First, we had the announcement of the KYC, and then just very recently, they also announced that they would actually be ending all partnerships. Having said that, I do believe that they have the longevity of the protocol and the community at the very forefront here, which is why they've kind of made these hard decisions. Now that we have this article out of the way, I'm going to jump into the actual Axo Vault, which you guys can access by going to axo.trade/app/vault, and I'm going to go ahead and leave the link to that down in the description as well. From here, you get an overview section. You can go ahead and connect your wallet. Now, once you connect your wallet, you can do one of the following. You can actually get access to their token sale, which right now it is coming soon. You can also verify whether or not you're eligible for the Axo token airdrop. And then you can also verify whether or not you can get one of the Mal the Trader NFTs. If I jump into the token sale here, as you guys can see, it is coming soon. If I jump into the airdrop, this is live right now, so you can go ahead and connect your wallet, and it'll essentially verify whether or not you delegated during their ISPO, and if so, how many of the Axo tokens you are eligible to claim. And then similarly, you can also go ahead and connect your wallet within the NFT rewards section. And again, you'll be able to mint, I believe, either 1 or 2 of the Mal the Trader NFTs. Very lastly, they've got a little bit as to why they want you guys to essentially undergo the KYC process. And then they've got access to their newsletters and a brief little FAQ. That is going to wrap it up for today's update. Hopefully you guys found this to be helpful or insightful. It does look like the Axo Trade platform is going to be launching on the Cardano MainNet sooner than we think. As soon as we get an official announcement date, I'll definitely make sure to shoot another video. But if you guys found this video to be helpful or insightful, please make sure to tap that like button. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, consider subscribing. And if you have any questions for myself or about the Axo trading platform, then make sure to leave a comment down below. I will see you guys in the next video.